This is my homemade pneumatic engraving handpiece, air engraver, also known as engraving tool. and This one's pretty old. Made it about 25 years ago, I would say. Had it laying around for a long time, so this was one of my first pieces back whenever I did a lot of heavier work. This is a heavier duty tool for engraving. I was doing a lot of engraving on stainless steel and metal, like from firearms, and so I needed something heavier. This isn't really suitable so much for fine work. Need smaller pieces for that, which I had some of which and loaned out and haven't got back. So I think I'm fixing to have to build a couple of new smaller fine work pieces. I ordered one of the Chinese uh, off of AliExpress, one of the Chinese ones that you see people using on YouTube. I'm going to give that a go and modify it. I'm using this with an oscillating compressor, um, just old school, the way people did it before. A lot of air engravers were commercially available. So basically, what you're looking here is just a bronze pipe. Uh, the gentleman who taught me to engrave actually helped me make this when I was young. This he had a lathe, so he machine turned this. But there's ways to get around that. You can buy different size dowel pins. It's oversized and step down, and because the inside diameter of these pipes are pretty standard, like SAE measurements on the American system units here anyway. What we have, um, so there's ways to get around that. You could buy a step down dowel pin and stick in here, and then just drill through and thread it without having to have a metal lathe. As you can see, as some other people have shown, there's a piston in there, and there's a spring in there. And the way this one works to adjust intensity, you've got an oscillating compressor with a pedal, but you also have a bushing in here with an all thread. The all thread moves in and out, compressing the spring, the tension of the spring on the piston to also change the intensity of your engraving. And this, just like other people have showed you, this you can see the piston there moving. That's what gets you engraving. Uh, and you can change the intensity by on this one. This is pretty simple unit. So say if I want to see it changing, much harder there now. And then once you get the intensity set you want there, you just take that thin nut and do that. The hole's right at the top of the piston where it meets this internal machined piece up here. And I don't have, this was a long time ago, so we didn't have the GRS quick tool changers back then. I could drill this out and put a quick tool changer in, but I'm not gonna mess with this because this is an old piece, and I'm just gonna leave it the way it is and build some new ones. I'll film that as soon as I get the chance to get everything together, and I'll try to build them in such a way that it's easy for you to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever local hardware store you have and buy the parts without having to have many specialized tools. Maybe just a drill motor and a saw, or you could even use a handsaw to cut this tubing and stuff. Um, I'm going to do it minimal so that it's easily reproducible. So folks out there who want to build their own engraving tool can do so uh, just by going to the local hardware store and buy the parts. So stay tuned and like and subscribe if you want to see those videos. I'll have those coming up.